So guys, today I got a theory. Yes, I got a theory. So basically, old man Marley is Kevin from the future. I'll tell you why. So basically, in the original movie, he looks out the window, shocked, because he probably knows that's him. Because of the similar sounds he makes to old man Marley. So, I'm guessing along the lines, I'm going to start it off. So, timeline A involves him without Marley, and timeline B involves him without Marley, which is basically his future self, in my opinion. So, without his future self, the events of the original movie happen. So, he gets in trouble, sleeps upstairs, gets left home alone. Only this time, when he gets left home alone, he has no one to be scared of. Without Marley, he has no one to be scared of, pretty much. Except for the bandits, of course. So, the bandits still show up. I read this. So, like, this is not my own information, but I read it. I'll give them credit to what it's due. But yeah. So, I read it off of Reddit, so yeah. Shout out to Reddit. Anyways, so the bandits still break in, but only this time, Kevin goes outside still, goes back in the house. When he hears a knock on the door, he answers it. The cops take him away. The bandits not hijack, but steal everything from the house, destroy it, vandalize it, whatever. And then, basically, in this timeline, Kevin loses because he has no old man Marley to help him, get motivated to defend the house. So, he loses the house and he loses one of his parents due to divorce. And yeah. I mean, maybe this is mentioned in Home Alone 4, who knows? Maybe Home Alone 4 takes place in the events that didn't have Marley. Maybe that's timeline A. Who knows? Maybe Home Alone 1 takes place in the future, where the older Kevin comes back to revisit, and try to make things right. So basically, in timeline A, rundown, the wet bandits get away with shit. They break in the house, they steal everything, they destroy the house. Timeline B, so with Marley. Oh yeah, no, I gotta get done explaining. So Kevin gets married, and then after that, he has a scary relationship with his son. Because, of the events of the first movie, aka Timeline A, where, he was left home alone and shit, so he gets trauma. He still gets trauma, but he regrets it even more because he didn't defend the house and left the house unattended for. So, yeah. But this time he comes back in Timeline B. He fixes shit. He brings his kids along with him and his wife, probably. And they go back to revisit the early 90s where, that shit happened. But this time, he helps his younger self overthrow the bandits by giving him something to fight for, which he didn't have in Timeline A, the original Kevin. Well, it is the original Kevin still. It's the same Kevin. Only this time he's more aware and starts defending for himself against the bandits in order for the same mistake not to happen. And then from there, there's a good ending and all that. So basically, the gist of the story is old Kevin time travels to warn young Kevin about his past mistakes in the original Timeline A. So in Timeline B, Kevin wins, overthrows the bandits, and the rest is history. And it fixes the older Kevin's past, and the older Kevin is happy, and so is the young Kevin. So he doesn't become miserable and step away from his son and all that stuff. But anyways, that's my theory that I read off of Reddit. Anyways, peace.